What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and of course, if you're new, I definitely appreciate you clicking on this episode. This one's a little bit different than we traditionally post on here. Of course, we do a lot of peg hunting, a lot of mail calls, as well as some Hot Wheels racing. But on today's episode, guys, we are going to be trying to polish out the brand new Porsche. I hate that I have to do it on a brand new casting, fresh out of the box. But you guys saw that the newest Matchbox release from the moving parts has the new packaging, which we are not a fan of. But it did cause a lot of blemish on the roof, and I do want to get rid of that utilizing some of the things that I have. Now, I always use this polishing compound when it comes to my large scale die cast, especially those ones I picked up from like antique malls. I'll use this to polish it up. Other than that, I use some detail spray, but we are going to be using this one first. It's a rubbing compound, and it helps get rid of medium to heavy stains, oxidation, and scratches. So we're gonna start out with that one on the roof to see if we can get out those blemishes, because yeah, this thing really bugs me. And then we're gonna move on to one that's a little bit harder. This is a Toyota Supra with the Nitto livery, but you can see this roof is much worse. Much worse than this one, but this is my second one. I think I have two other ones that are in really good condition. This one is in the worst, so I do want to fix that because I am going to wheel swap it, maybe window swap, but I do want to make this look better. So we're going to see if this works. If not, at least you guys know what works and what doesn't work. You don't have to have the tools laid out like I do. You can use your hands with the microfiber towel. It'll just take you a little bit longer. I'm using my Black & Decker rotary tool just to speed up the process. Not gonna burn through it, so I'll be using a low speed because you don't want to start burning through the paint itself, because you still are using chemicals that are abrasive enough to get rid of scratches. So you don't want a high speed on this paint, because then you're going to start removing the coatings. What we want to do is minimize that by keeping a low speed and just enough to remove the blemish, and then we're going to repolish it and see if we can make this car look as new as it actually is. This thing is like 4 days old, but yeah, that is bothering me. So right now I have a polishing wheel on there. We haven't put anything on there. I am going to dust it off just a little bit. That way we don't polish any dust and dirt into it and cause any more damage, but you can really see it from this angle. Now, traditionally, you would want to mask off this window, but I'm going to try my best to not get anywhere near it. It's not going to do anything to the plastic, but if you're using any other chemicals or any type of remover like nail polish remover to remove tampos, you definitely want to remove the casting parts and just remove the whole assembly together, or mask it off as best as you can, because that will definitely eat up this plastic window. All right, so like I said, we're gonna be starting out with the rubbing compound just to see if it can get rid of it. So definitely want to shake it up, because this stuff likes to settle and get a little bit oily and separate, and you want it to be a nice consistent cream that it actually is. So I'm really just gonna use a small amount, literally a small amount. I mean, you're talking a 1 square inch of material that we're trying to fix. We're gonna make sure that this gets spread out evenly, because once we start polishing, this stuff's gonna start slinging and flying everywhere. It's set to low speed. Let's go ahead and polish this out. So you can see some of the haze on there. Use a nice clean microfiber. All right, you can see it's already working. It's already working. So we'll do a couple more. We might do one more little pass, because I wasn't able to get close to this windshield right here, but we'll try to remove that one as well. So just apply a little bit more. Like I said, guys, this is slow speed, and you can see a lot of that blue coming off, and that's where we kind of want to stop. We'll probably be using some hand and elbow grease for the rest of it. So it's removed a lot of the blemish. Now we're going to go on to the polishing compound, and we'll probably do this one by hand just to see how it is. So let's go ahead and shake this up. Let's see. All right, I think that removed a lot of the blemish. There's very, very little evidence left. Let's go ahead and bring the light over here. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. All right, there we go. Check it out. Got the blemish out. You still have just a little bit, but that doesn't bother me. The overall appearance of it looks a million times better. Now let's see if that works on the Supra. You can see the roof is just, that is almost, yeah, that's almost down to past the base coat, but hopefully not. Hopefully we can polish that out. So let's go ahead and do the same steps using the rubbing compound. Hopefully it doesn't remove any of the black like it did the blue, but we'll see. Man, you can see a difference already. Let's go ahead and clean this off. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we just got to use the polishing compound, and I think the Supra's done. I think the Supra was a little bit easier than the Matchbox. I don't know if it's paint quality or what, but yeah, that, oh wow. Oh, that's too much. All right, so this one, we're just gonna polish by hand. Oh yeah, there we go. Looks brand new, or at least close to it. I mean, that looks so much better. Wow, that cut in really nice. Just enough to get that blemish out, but not enough to get through the paint. So this thing is, here we go, man. This thing is almost brand new again. That is an awesome result. I think the Hot Wheels had a better response to the cutting agent versus Matchbox, where it started getting into the blue paint. You can see a little bit of black transfer on here, but not a lot. Not a lot to remove what we wanted to keep on there. Dude, that looks so good. There we go, guys. You can use rubbing and polishing compound on your castings, especially if you're worried about blemishes like the roof on the Supra. That one has always bothered me. That's why I always kept it in a separate container versus my Supra container. But yeah, that looks amazing. That looks really good. So if I recommend anything, I would just dab it on your finger, swirl it around, polish it in with a microfiber, and then follow up with the polishing compound, dab it on there, and polish it by hand. The mechanical means of polishing can be good, can be bad. There's a lot of ways it can go wrong and really quick, especially if you don't have speed settings or if you're giving too much pressure into the paint. You can remove a little bit too much, but luckily we removed a minimal amount and not enough to really hurt the castings. I think they both look amazing. Of course, this roof wasn't as bad as the Supras, but you can see already that looks good. So there we go, guys. Super short, super simple, but I thought I would share this with you. I wasn't sure if it was going to work 100%, especially being on a 1/64 scale. Like I said, I usually use the polishing compound on my larger, let's say 124 to 118 scale. I've never utilized it on a 164, but I think the overall results is a huge thumbs up. So definitely give this video a thumbs up and comment down below if you're going to use this method to save one of your favorite castings from blemishes and scratches. Hopefully this video helps. If it does, let me know down below and we can do some more videos like this. So of course, as always, until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.